From where should I start, dude? From where should I start? I mean, a crazy day of the quarterfinals, and probably this were the best quarterfinal games in the history of FIFA World Cup without any doubt. Because that drama, the anxiety, the moment where you feel like even those 2 minutes are gonna stay for 2 hours, it had it all. Both games had it all. Argentina versus Netherlands felt like this game is not just gonna end, and the other game, Brazil versus Croatia, where unimaginable things happened. Croatia knocked out Brazil. Brazil, how? How did this thing happen? Brazil was one of the favorites. You just cannot ask for more better team than this. Still, Brazil slipped up. This is beauty of football. This is beauty of football. This is beauty of World Cup. This World Cup is one of the best and is gonna go down in history without any doubt. But first, let's talk about this game. Argentina versus Netherlands, where Argentina beat Netherlands into the penalties. And this game was a proper international football match where both the players of teams were ready to fight against each other. And the heat of the moment, was all over the place. 16 yellow cards, that tussles on the pitch. It did not even left Lionel Messi, not even Luis Van Gaal. Well, to be honest, he was the one who started it. But still, the heat, you could just sense that until the last moment, until that last penalty kick where even Dumfries was trash talking to Lautaro Martinez, who is his Inter Milan teammate. This was the game. This is what's it all about, to be honest. And to put cherry on top, that Lionel Messi's ice cold celebration. And Leo Messi, the GOAT, Leo Messi, man, he has only gone and done it again. 1 goal, 1 wonderful assist, 1 assist. That assist was out of the world, outrageous. I just cannot explain how does he do that. I mean, no defender could ever defend that thing. Look at his body position. He seems like he'll pass on to his left side. But no, to put the ball into the path of Molina, he had to curl the ball a little bit and he had to nutmeg his marker, Nathan Ake. And he did it all. How? This is Lionel Messi at its very best, where even football has no explanation. But anyway, Molina scored his first international goal with that outrageous assist from Messi. And where is Gary Neville, to be honest? Where is he? I heard he was saying that no player fears now Lionel Messi. Well, what's this? And well, if you make Messi angry, he will kill you. He will definitely kill you. And Netherlands did provoke him. They provoked him to at his best, where Messi even unleashed his dark side. Wow, that post-match interview was awesome. He literally burst out. He started saying some things about Luis Van Gaal and also about refereeing. And thank God, I'm glad that Mateo Laos has been exposed finally right now in front of the world. Because if you're a La Liga fan, then you know how shit he is. But yeah, one good thing that he did, that he didn't give any red card. 16 yellow cards, and I was surprised that there wasn't even a single red card. I thought Argentina was this close to get a red card. But anyway, Messi also scored from the spot, but into the dying minutes of the game, into the added time. After 90 minutes, it was Weghorst, the substitute, who scored both the goals. And the second goal was peach of a goal. A daily free kick routine. Easy goal. He just rolled onto the inside of the box. Weghorst picked it, and of course he finished it really well, and kudos to them. That was peach of a goal. And they somehow managed to pull the game into extra time and up to the penalties, and from there we saw the masterclass. We saw the masterclass of this fucking wall. Emiliano Martinez, Dibu Martinez, once again, this guy is made for this kind of moments. He steps up again. He already did it against Colombia in Copa America semi-final, and now he did it again in the quarterfinals on the biggest stage of world football at Qatar World Cup. He saved 2 penalties initially, and that gave some momentum to Argentina, and it was Lautaro Martinez, and it had to be him. He finished the game with that solid penalty and put Argentina into semi-finals. But dude, that Emiliano Martinez saves, that confidence, I need it. Inject that in me, man. I need that shit, Emmy. But anyway, Messi's masterclass and Emiliano Martinez's heroics have saved Argentina again and have put them into the semi-finals. But we have to talk about this little genius, a work of art, a walking work of art. Wow, man, what a tournament he's having. And where are the haters? Where are the haters? Like they were saying, he doesn't step up in big games. He doesn't perform well in knockout games. Here it is. He's the man of the match against Australia. He is now man of the match against Netherlands. What more do you want? I think it's a perfect answer on those, shit faces who used to trash talk about him. There you go. He stepped up, he will keep stepping up, and he will keep delivering it into the big moments for Argentina. Without any doubt, the greatest of all time. And I really feel lucky that I have been born into his era, and I feel really lucky to watch all those kind of things, especially that assist. I mean, at the age of 35, you are getting marked by 2 or 3 players, but still you somehow manage to get away from it. absolutely insane. This is world class. This is something that football cannot explain. But also you gotta give credit to Lionel Scaloni also, because the decision to change the formation before the game, I think it was spot on, because Netherlands was today playing with 3 forwards, Capco, Depay and Bergwijn. And well, it was simple task for Argentinian defenders. Just follow them and don't allow them to turn. Just stick to them, and that's what they all did. Christian Romero, Otamendi, man, he's putting again and again. He's leading that back line. I think he has rejuvenated. Lionel Scaloni has rejuvenated him. Lionel Scaloni has given new birth to him, this guy, man. He's absolutely insane. In the air, he will win every single duel with you. He's a beast. And also Lisandro Martinez, man. Wow. This backline, I think Argentina is a proper team, man. They know how to suffer. They will suffer together and they'll win together. That's something special about this team, and that's why they are my favorites. Because after getting Brazil knocked out of the World Cup, it's the only South American team. Argentina is the only South American team that is right now into the World Cup. Anyway, now talking about the other game, Brazil versus Croatia, where an unimaginable scene happened. Croatia knocked out Brazil out of this World Cup. This Brazil, the mighty Brazil, who was one of the favorites to win this World Cup, and they couldn't ask more better team to win the World Cup. But yet again, football delivered. I mean, who would have thought? Not me. Not me, man. I mean, the Brazil that had that immense depth into their attack. They had all the superstars, whatever they need into their team. But yet again, football was at it again. They faced a shocking defeat from the underdogs Croatia, who surprised them to the core of their heart. Wow. And without any doubt, this has to be the biggest upset for Brazil into their history of FIFA World Cup. Yeah, there is that 7-1 against Germany in 2014 World Cup. But right now, scenario was different. They had the best team. They had the dream team right now. But still, they got knocked out from the underdogs Croatia. You just cannot write this thing. You just cannot write this thing, man. This is not scripted. This Qatar World Cup is delivering every day. It's insane, and we are so lucky to experience all of this. But anyway, kudos to Croatia, who is the daddy of South American teams. First it was Argentina in 2018, and right now it's the mighty Brazil, and this one is more humiliating without any doubt. Croatia from the start to the end of 120 minutes was standing still, and they have this kind of hack to hang in over there, to stand still, that stubbornness that drives them crazy to take the game to the penalties, and from there, Livakovic does his magic. 16 saves in this game against mighty Brazil. I mean, build a statue of him. Like, to save the first penalty is very important, because that says the momentum of the penalty shootout, and Livakovic did that. And to be honest, like, this is the beauty of penalty shootout. Like, for underdogs, it's a good chance, but for bigger teams, I think it's a nightmare. Because, you know, there is a lot of pressure. Like, if you lost, bigger teams have a lot of questions, especially the players. Like, if you lose this penalty shootout, there is whole world that is gonna ask you some whole lot of questions. And of course, Rodrigo was victim of it, I guess. When we're talking about Croatia, that was an excellent penalties from them. And of course, that took them into the semifinals. And of course, yet again, they are doing the same. They are doing the same what they did back in 2018 World Cup. But anyway, this was one heck of a crazy game, because somehow Croatia like managed the game to take to extra time and from there to penalties. I don't know how did they do it, but they managed it. And especially those last ditch tackling, those last ditch defending, especially from Guardiola. That guy is a monster, man. He's a fucking wall. Like, if Real Madrid is really getting him, they're really getting that jackpot, because the way he drives with the ball, passes, the accuracy of the passes, I mean, he's a complete modern day centre back. He's a beast. And of course, Real Madrid would really lucky if they crack this deal. And now let's talk about their El Capitano, Luka Modric, a 37-year-old guy who was running here and there until the end of 120 minutes. He was everywhere. He was in attack, he was defending, he was controller of the game. He was staying deep to build up the play, taking it to wide areas, and he was the one who was constructing it all. And along with him, this guy who always steps up in the World Cup, Ivan Perisic, a legend. And that kind of physicality that he have got is incredible. Anyway, the game was as wild as Argentina versus Netherlands, because Croatia was rock solid until that goal from Neymar. And that goal really summed up what Brazil is made of. That samba, that joga bonito, that one-touch football inside the box, into those tight spaces. You literally cannot coach these things. You literally cannot teach these things. But this is Brazil, and that's why they were the favorites. That's why they were the favorites. But anyway, Neymar stepped up at that moment and he gave Brazil the lead. But yet again, Croatia shocked the world. In 9 minutes, just 3 minutes were remaining onto the clock. 117th minute onto the clock, and Croatia equalized and the whole world gone crazy. And at that moment, I felt like Brazil is done and we are about to see one of the major upsets of this World Cup, or probably into the history of football World Cup. But anyway, as it happened, Livakovic saved the penalty from Rodrigo, Marquinhos missed it, and Croatia, by making sure that every penalty will get back into the box, they made sure they fixed their place into the semi-finals of this Qatar World Cup, where they will face Argentina again. And that game is gonna be an exciting to watch because this both teams knows how to suffer and how to win together. And that's why this is gonna be a one hell of a game. But anyway, talking about today's quarterfinals games, France versus England, I do have made the preview about the game, like how England can stop Mbappe. Do make sure you watch the game. And also the other game, Morocco versus Portugal. Do you think that there is one more surprise or one more upset is remaining this World Cup? If yes, let me know it all in the comments down below. And as usual, I'll meet you soon with another new video. But first of all, do make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends and family, whatever you wanna do. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. And as usual, I'll meet you soon with another new video, hopefully another dramatic content, another dramatic match. But until that time, as you all know, just enjoy the World Cup.